Good morning. So what I'm going to go over is the 2020 3D test review. So I'm going to work on that. So that is what we are going to work on. I got this already. Okay. So area and circumference of the circle, everybody. So you're going to round it to the nearest tenth, everybody. So that means that you round it to the first decimal place. So for area, so up here it's showing this formula for circumference. You can also use, because this is going all the way across through the center, that means that this is the diameter. You can also use pi times d. So remember the song, circumference equals pi times d, pi times d, pi times d. Circumference equals pi times d, all around the circle. Okay, and we're also going to use 3 and 1400 for pi. Okay, so I'm going to do circumference is equal to, it's going to be 3 and 1400 times 5 and 2800. And everybody, I put the link on your test review as well as on your test, everybody, to Desmos Scientific. So you can use this. Okay. I'm encouraging you to use that because you're going to see with some of our formulas coming up, it's a little bit more complicated. Okay, so you see everybody what we get. So we get 16 and 57. Okay, so we are going to round it. Since we're rounding it to this first decimal place, we are going to round that up to 16 and 6/10. So everybody, I think of it as it's the dimes place. So for our circumference, that's going to be 16. Okay, so everybody see that's 5, 7, and we round that up to 16 and 6/10. Okay, and that is our answer for that one. Okay, next one. We got this, everybody. I guess I'll stick with blue. I guess I can do black for this one. Okay, so area. So we have our formula up there. So it's going to be pi. I do want to notice on this one, remember we're going to have to take and divide this by 2. Okay, so I'm going to divide this by 2 to get our radius. So we take Desmos Scientific. Okay, we go 5 divided by 2. Okay, and we get 2 and 64 hundredths. So 2 and 64 hundredths. So that's our area. So we're going to do area. It's going to be 3 and 14 hundredths. It's going to be 2 and 64 hundredths squared. Okay, so that has to be squared. So you see on this one, it just lets you go. If I press enter, it lets you go to the next one. And then we go times, and then it's going to be 2 and 64 hundredths. Okay, and it's right here, the a squared. So we do that. We get 21 and 88 hundredths. So we're going to round that. Okay, so again, everybody, 5 and up, round it up. So I'm going to round that up to 9/10. So it's 21 and 9/10 for this, everybody. You got this. Okay. So for this one, what's the area and circumference of the circle? So this one, 3 is our radius. Okay. If I wanted to do the diameter, well, 3 plus 3 is going to be 6. So the diameter is 6. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have circumference is going to be equal to pi times d. I like using the pi times d. So 3 and 14 hundredths times 6. Okay, and we're going to round it. So we get 18 and 84 hundredths. So I'm going to round it to 18.8. 5 and up, rounded up, everybody. Okay, so this one. So now we're going to do area. We're going to use our radius of 3. So remember, Area of a circle, radius is what we need. Pi r squared, fill in the circle. Okay, so we are going to take this, and everybody remember these are songs and chants, just a way to help you remember it. Okay. Okay, so 3 and 1400s, 3 squared is going to be 9. So our area, we're going to get 28.26. Okay, everybody again, 5 and up, round it up. So we're going to round it up to 28.3. That is our area for number 2. Okay, y'all got this. Okay, area and circumference. Okay, so I'm going to start down a little bit faster for this one. So this one is my radius. So that means then that my diameter is going to go across like this. So my diameter, I'm going to double it. So my diameter is going to be 2 8/10. Okay, so remember we double it. So circumference is going to be equal to pi times the diameter. We're going to use 3 and 1400s for pi, just like we did on the other ones. And I'm going to do 2 and 8/10. Okay, I'm going to multiply those together. I get 8 and 79/100. Again, we're still rounding to the tenths place. 5 and up, round it up. And a geometry student, by the way, said that last year. So this is something that I'm telling you that other students have found useful. Okay, so area is going to be pi r squared. Okay, so we're going to do, so notice everybody, I do write the formula first. It just helps you make sure you're using the correct one on this. We do 1 and 1400s, it's going to be squared. Again, I remind you to use decimal scientific. Okay, so again, like this one, press enter. So everybody please use the resources. Squared, okay, notice what we get. So we get 6 and 1500s. So we get 6 and 1500s. I'm 5 and up, rounded up. So I'm going to round it up to 6 and 2/10. Okay. Next one. Oh, they gave us the diameter. Lovely. Love that. Okay, so circumference is going to be equal to pi times d. Just like we did for our circle exploration, the activity that we did before spring break. So we're going to multiply 3 and 1400s times 3. Okay, and we get 9 and 4200s. Okay, y'all remember 5 and up, rounded up. So this is less than 5. Okay, less than 5. We're going to leave this as 9 and 4/10. So if this number is 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it stays the same. It's not going to change. Don't round up. Okay, so this one. So half of 3. Everybody think of money. Half of $3. Okay, so we said this was the diameter. Half of $3 is 1 and 5/10. Okay, so we got area is equal to pi r squared. So area is going to be equal to 3 and 1400s times 1 and 5/10. Okay, so we're going to multiply that all together, everybody. Keep track of those little decimal points. So we multiply it all together, everybody. I'm going to kind of put it up here just so you can see it. So it's 7 and 0.07. Notice 5 and up, rounded up. So this one we are going to round up to 7 and 1/10. So y'all be really careful. Read the question. You got this. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm going to zoom in just so we can see a little better. There we go. Okay, so we got this one, everybody. So this one, okay, so you know what I'm going to say. Remember how it's geometry art class. So if I think of this, everybody, it's going to be where I'm going to draw. Use white. So if you think about, so if we have a lawn, so we have our sprinkler that's right here, and it's going to spray 8 feet in every direction, okay? It says, what is the area of the sprinkled yard? So we're going to do area is equal to pi r squared, or the watered yard. So now we've watered it. Okay, and we're going to use 3 and 1400 again for pi times 8 squared. I just want to remind you, remember, use decimals, decimals scientific. So we go 3 and 1400 times, and then we want to do this one, so it's going to be 8. Use this button, which is squared. Okay. Notice what we get here, everybody, is 296 hundredths. So if I round the 6 up, think of it, I'm rounding up to the tens. So now I'm rounding this up to 10. Well, now that's going to make this 1. Okay. Because everybody, this is closer to 101. So we're rounding it up to the tens. So let me say that again because this one confuses people. So 5 and up rounded up. Well, I round this up to the tens. Does that make sense? And now this is going to become a 1 because I have to round this one up. Really careful about this one. Okay. So so we got that one. So this would be 200. Wanted to add the, so it's going to be feet squared. Area squared. Okay, circumference is in pi. So 12-inch pie. So if you go to the store and then you say, oh, you're going to buy a 12-inch apple pie, so you're going to have circumference is equal to whatever kind of pie you like, pi times d. So I'm going to do circumference and 3 and 1400 for pi times 12. What do you think? So if we have pi, so let me draw a diagram. 12-inch pi. So that's going to be the diameter. We multiply those together. We get 37.68. 5 and up, rounded up. So it's going to be 37.7 inches. Okay, I run out of room here. Okay. Got this, everybody. Oh, these ones. So these, everybody, I want to tell you a trick. Look for the purple shape. Let me say that again, everybody. Purple shape. Okay, so look for the purple. And again, this also is coming from you from last year's geometry students. They were like, oh, look for the purple shape. It's going to be a 2D shape on these, okay, for this cross section. So that means it's going to be right here. It's this circle shape. So it's a circle. So if I cut a sphere in half, like an orange, it's going to be a circle. Okay, same with this one. So this hexagonal prism, okay, so that shape right here, that purple shape, everybody, it's a hexagon. Okay, so this one, everybody, that purple shape, it has 4 sides, okay. 2 of the sides are parallel, so that means it's a trapezoid. Again, looking for that purple shape. So if I take and I cut, right, so say I have mozzarella cheese, I cut it, cylinder mozzarella cheese like that, it's going to be form a rectangle. Okay, so for this one, so these we're going to be using these formulas, okay. I wanted you to notice, so for a cone and it's also for a pyramid, it's 1/3. So both of those are 1/3. It says what solid is made by rotating it around the axis, everybody. So if I was to take and extend this, everybody, so remember the shape is going to be, I'm giving you a hint what it's going to be. It is a cylinder. Okay, so with this, everybody, so this is the cylinder. Y'all got this. Okay, so that means we're going to use this formula. It's a cylinder. Okay, when you're looking at these, everybody, this is the height. Remember, everybody, like we just talked about. So this would be the height. It's like if you go to the doctor's office and they measure your height. So be really careful about this. This is the height that we're using. That's why I'm emphasizing this. And then 3 is the radius. Okay, so we're going to substitute those in. So for a cylinder, we did this before the break too in our circle exploration. So pi is equal to the radius squared times the height. So it's going to be 3 and 1400 times 3 squared times 5. So everybody, we're going to put that all in the calculator together. Okay, I'm going to show you because I just want to make sure this is why using decimal scientific is going to help you. So we do that times our radius, which was 3, times our height, which was 5. Okay, and so we do get 41 and 3/10. Okay. So that is our volume for 41 and 3/10. Okay, so everybody, so for this shape, everybody, so this one, I kind of didn't leave myself, but this is a cone. Okay, so y'all see that this is a cone. Okay, so everybody, so this is a cone. The reason I was saying, look where the height is, okay? Notice the height on this one. It has to be, look for that, it has to be the right angle. Okay, so this is going to be the height. Okay, this is what we call the slant height. We're not going to use this for volume. We use it for surface area, but not for volume. And then 3 is our radius for our cone. Okay, so we're going to use this formula. Okay, so it's 1/3. So you can put the 1/3 in front or at back. It's totally up to you. So you can do it like this, times pi r squared times the height. Okay. So you can do 1 divided by 3. Okay, everybody. So 1 divided by 3 for the fraction. I'm putting it down here, but that's okay. Times pi, but it's continued on down here, times 3 squared times our height, which is 4. Okay, so everybody, we're going to put that all in the calculator. You got this. Okay, so we're going to do this one. That's why Decimal Scientific is nice. Notice they have, so I do 1, scroll down, 3, scroll to the left, everybody, times pi, so 3 and 1400, times 3 squared, second here, times 4. So everybody knows you can scroll back to make sure you're putting them all in, right? Okay, so we get 37 and 68. Okay, and we're going to still round that, everybody. So it's going to be 37 and 7/10. So that's the volume for this one. Okay, so for these ones, everybody, oh, here's a cylinder again. Okay, so for our cylinder, it's going to be volume is equal to pi r squared times the height. Okay, our height, everybody, is 7, so identify the variables, y'all. And 3 is our radius. I substituted back all in. I'm going to do it down here. 3 and 1400 times 4 squared times 7. Okay, and so for that one, we get, put it up here just so we have more room. So the volume is going to be 351 and 7/10. Okay, so that is our volume. Okay, notice it does say round to the nearest tenth. Okay, what is the volume of the square pyramid to the nearest tenth? Okay, so pyramid, so length times width times height divided by 3. So it's that 1/3 again, everybody. Remember, I said cones and pyramids, it's 1/3. So length times width times height. So we're just going to multiply all these together since it's a square. The length and the width are congruent. Remember our height, 3 is our height. So it's going to be 2 times 2 times 3. So we're just multiplying all those together. So A over B, 1, scroll down, 3, scroll left, everybody. Okay, times 2 times 2 times 3, and our answer is 4. We got this, everybody. Okay. So it's going to be 4 centimeters cubed. Okay, volume, everybody remember, is cubed. Okay, volume of the sphere. So, for this one, everybody, so for a sphere, we're going to use this. Okay, it's 4/3 pi times the radius cubed. Okay, you're all seeing why using decimal scientific is so good for doing this. Okay, so we're going to do 4/3. So that A over B button. Just writing down what we're multiplying first. And then it's going to be cubed, everybody. Notice that that radius is cubed. That's what a lot of people forget with the sphere. Okay, press enter, and then do A over B again. 4/3. Okay, times pi, of course. Okay, and then it's going to be 9. I'm going to use this one, AB, and I just put the 3 in. Okay, so it's 3,052 and 8/100, everybody. So that means we're going to have to round it up. Okay. So I'm going to have to round it up to 3,052 and 1/10 centimeters cubed. That's the volume for that. So everybody, like, we're finding the volume of a soccer ball or basketball. Okay, so this one, everybody, is our cone. Okay, so we're going to use our height of 18. That's our height. Find it over here. And our radius is 7. Now you're asking, why don't I take that away? But if I don't, then I don't know if it's all of a sudden will stop working. Okay, so our volume for this one, it's going to be, remember for cone, it's 1/3. So it's 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So it's actually what it is. It's 1/3 times the base times the height. The base on this one is a circle, so we use pi r squared. So it's going to be 1/3. We're going to use pi times 7 squared times 18. Oh, the cat's coming over to help you. That's our vowels. Okay, so we're going to do 1/3. So A over B again. So 1, scroll down, 3, scroll left. Then I do times pi. 3 and 14/100 is what we're using. Times 7 squared. Again, put in the right numbers. And times 18. So y'all should do that too. Okay, and we get 923 and 16/10. So 5 and up, round that up, everybody. So we're going to round that to 2/10. Okay, last two, everybody, we got this. Okay, so you have a spherical fishbowl. Okay, so if we have a bowl, okay, and the diameter, so it says the diameter, okay, so it is 6 5/10 inches. How much water do you need to fill it up all the way to the top? So water, so if we're going to put that water in, right? So if I'm going to be filling this up with water, okay, that means that I'm going to have to find the area. So everybody, we're going to have to find area. So pi r squared, oh, sorry, not area. Sorry, everybody. Not area, we're filling the bowl up. We are actually going to be doing volume. So volume of sphere, everybody remember, so 4/3. The formulas are at the top on the review and on the test for this, everybody, so please make sure that you're using that, okay? If you need to, definitely go back and check, okay? So like this one, like go back and check. So look, we'll look back up the top. It is 4/3 pi radius cubed, so just make sure you're getting the right formula. So 4/3 pi, so 3 1400ths, and then it's going to be half. Okay, so if I take half of that, think of money, everybody. So half of $6.50. We divide that by 2. Okay, so we're going to get 3 2500ths. Okay, so that's to get the radius. It's our radius. Okay, so this one. So we go enter. Okay, so A over B. 4, scroll down left over right, times pi, so 3 1400ths, times, okay, and then it's going to be 3 2500ths raised to the third power, okay, and we get 143 7200ths. Everybody also notice we don't round to the 10th place until the end. So everybody, you do this at the end. Okay, so at the end. So 143 7/10, and it's going to be inches cubed. Okay, we got this. Okay, it says for this one, everybody, so you're moving to a new home, and you need to put your clothes away in a closet. So the closet, everybody, is going to be a rectangular prism. Okay, so we got our rectangular prism, everybody. So it is going to be, it says it's 6 feet tall, 2 feet wide, 7 feet long. Okay, so we have that 7 feet right there. Okay, 2 feet wide, so that's going to be right here. The width is going to be 2 feet, and then the height is 7 feet. No, sorry, 6 feet tall. Okay, so that's our height. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have to do this. So we're going to do this one. So our volume for this one, rectangular prism, everybody, is length times width times height. So we just multiply them all together. Okay, so it's going to be 7 times 2 times 6. 7 times 2 is 14 times 6. Oh, we got 84. So it's going to be 84 feet cubed. So that's how much space we have to put our clothes in and choose. Okay, everybody, you got this.